Welcome back to the Sean McDermott Show, and it's now time to look back at the tape from the Bills' loss to the Jets with our good buddy Eric Wood. What stood out to you in this loss to the Jets?
Well, really, the offense struggled and was overall an uneven performance. At times, they played well enough to steal the victory, but ultimately, when you turn the ball over the way they did, you're going to lose a lot in the NFL. The offense starts and ends with Josh Allen. He started the game off with a very nice throw, but had two costly interceptions. But he was also their leading rusher in the game and had 2 touchdowns on the ground.
Yeah, well, let's start with the positives. Josh started the game off with a deep shot to Diggs. Right out of the gate, it was 42 yards.
With the way Sauce Gardner lines up, the Bills knew that he was going to be on the left side of the Jets defense. So essentially they were targeting him on the very first play of the game. They're the beneficiary of great field position too. You often see offensive coordinators dial up a shot play right around midfield. They motion Diggs across the formation, and he stutters right about 10 yards down the field. This gives Sauce Gardner the read that maybe he can get his hands on him. As soon as he puts that right arm out, Diggs goes right past. Josh was looking for him the whole way, but did a great job looking off the safety prior to the throw for a long pitch and catch.
On the next possession, Josh called his own number and got down to the 1 to set up an easy touchdown.
3rd and long in the red zone is a very tough situation to be. Josh drops back to pass. It's a 4-man rush. They get out of their rush lanes, and although there's kind of a robber player in the middle, it's a match zone concept, so you see the linebacker running across the field, voiding that big open gap. Josh gets upfield. He's going to make a guy miss, and he's going to get down what we thought was a touchdown, and he ends up scoring himself the next play on the QB sneak.
Now, a little later, Josh took a designed run, what turned out to be a 36-yard touchdown, and really the defining highlight of this game. Break this one down.
We've seen this concept over the years. Brian Daboll would dial it up as well. And essentially, you have everybody working to the right side of the field for the Bills, including the running back in motion. And so all the action, all the eyes of the defense are looking that way. And I mean, essentially, there's no one even for Mitch Morse to block as he pulled around. That's how well this is schemed up. And that's what can happen when you run the ball with your quarterback, because it becomes 11-on-11 football. The only guy that's unblocked is the single high safety. He's unable to make the play. Josh goes in for the score, and this is when he did his headstand backward somersault deal.
Well, we have to look at the interception, so let's start with the first one on the first drive. What happened here?
Yeah, this was tough for me to call in the broadcast booth because I wasn't exactly sure what Josh Allen was looking at here. Now I have the advantage of looking at it from the aerial view. He doesn't. The safety comes right behind the defensive end, and Josh said after the game he just simply didn't see him. He thought he had Dawson Knox wide open, and that's why he lobbed it out there. At the time, I thought maybe Dawson drifted on the play, but Josh Allen gave himself full credit for this interception after the game, simply saying he did not see the safety that was coming out there to the flat.
Josh's second pick came right after the Von Miller sack fumble and led to the Jets' go-ahead score. What did you see on this one?
Yeah, this is just cover 2 defense by the Jets, and I guess Josh thought on this play, it seemed like a miscommunication on the outside. It seemed like he thought there should have been, a receiver in that area based on where he throws it, because Gabe Davis is breaking out on that play. But I believe Josh also was assuming that Sauce Gardner, who should have the flat and cover 2 defense, would stick right by James Cook. And so Sauce Gardner drops into that hole and makes an easy interception. It was the second head-scratching interception of the game, something we're not used to seeing from Josh. And after they score here, it's a big-time turning point in the game.
Great stuff as always, Eric. Thanks for this, and we're going to catch up with you next week to break down the Bills game against the Vikings.
Looking forward to it, Steve.